We're here for the Coral Sea. He's gonna give us a quick little rundown on what we got going on today. What's up, Sal, man? How you been?
Good. Never had it so good despite what my crew says about me.
Oh, right. No. We always have a good time with you guys, man.
The game plan is going to Santa Rosa Island. Probably go up to the west. The weather's gonna allow it today. So go look for rockfish, look for some lingcod, possibly get into some whitefish. In shallow and tight there. Seems there can be some good lingcod fishing. Overall good fishing.
Santa Barbara has some of the most beautiful coastline and backdrop in all of California. Tourists come in from miles around just to get a peek at this beautiful city. There's such a rich, abundant wildlife here in the harbor alone. One of the cool things about the fishery in California, we get the luxury to pull right up to the bait dock and get fresh live bait.
On deck, we're gonna have Russell.
Got a new load of bait in. Got some nice anchovies.
As the crew gets us loaded up with some fresh live anchovies, Captain Sal gives the passengers a heads up.
We're gonna go to Santa Rosa Island, more towards the western portion of the island. It is a long run. The cool thing is, as soon as we take off, we have an aft bunk room. You guys can take a nap, get some rest. It is so important though, guys, you're all rigged up. Nothing makes crew more bitter when we're about to start fishing and there's a bunch of people rigging up as we're trying to get on our first spot. We have like a 3-hour ride. There's no excuse not to be all rigged up, ready to go. If you guys need any help, have any questions, please ask any one of us. We're all more than happy to help. I have no problem jumping out of the wheelhouse helping you guys. Same with the crew. Really important though, when we are fishing, if you take your own fish off, that's totally okay. Not a big deal. Just whatever you do not bag your own fish. We like to have a count of all the fish no matter what at all times. So guys, good morning. Good luck today. Enjoy yourself. I don't gotta tell you guys to be respectful. You guys are awesome. I've seen most of you guys before, so let's head on out.
Reelingers is brought to you by Ormar Ahi USA, Channel Island Sportfishing, Maui Gym Sunglasses, Cold Steel Knives, Kid Casters, and Spicetopia. Let's get back to the action. Reelingers Fishing Show. Let's go.
All right, so everybody's getting signed up, and we're gonna start this thing off with the raffle real quick. Since we're fishing shallow, we have a couple small deception jigs we're gonna raffle off, a couple of hats, start the party off just right. So as soon as everybody gets signed in, get the numbers pulled, James, we'll get on the raffles immediately. Sound good, right?
Deception jigs, yeah.
Deception.
Those are catchers.
Yeah.
I think they're intended to deceive the fish.
Decepticons, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's it. You're going to transform into big lingcod. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to start off with some raffles and get this party started. It's going to be a good day. Weather looks great. Summer day. Doesn't get any better than that. So start off right from the jump with some raffles. Raffle! Make sure you keep your numbers till again later. We're going to raffle off the rod at the end of the trip and everybody's going to chance to win that, okay? You know, I'm trying to get the jackpot winner. That's how I win now, raffle. The captain took us on the long haul. We're way out here by San Miguel Island, so we went a little bit further. He said he wants to get big fish on camera today, so weather cooperated. We're able to get across the channel without taking a beating. You can see it's very nice out here. It is summertime, but out the Santa Barbara Channel, anything can happen. Middle of nowhere, the wind can pick up at any time, so according to his Doppler radar, we're good to go. James is going to get his lingcod today, right?
Salt jig, gonna nail it.
So on this boat, instead of drifting, they keep the boat steady the whole time. They live fish it. So instead of drifting like most boats or even anchoring up, they keep the boat moving the whole time so that we can fish both sides of the boat, which should help with tangles and stuff. So that's kind of kind of intriguing that they do that. Instead of us all on one side of the boat, into the wind, drifting over the rock pile, we're gonna keep it steady right over. We're gonna show Jimmy a couple of ways on how to jig, okay? Again, he's new at this, you've seen him. Average James clips. He's a hard-working individual, he don't get that much time to fish. But he's been tuna fishing, he's been on this boat a few times. We bring our kids out on this boat for their birthday, so remember, Jim, when you go up on your jig, you want to drop the tip and just watch it, okay? Again, they're keeping the boat steady, so you're not drifting too much where there's going to be a lot of scope of line going out. So you're going to hit that bottom again and just come up, watch it when he goes down. Be ready to engage, so when that sucker comes out and attacks that jig, and that treble hook's waiting on him, all you got to do is straight wind it, okay? And check back in with the bottom after you jig it up 5 times, then drop it down slow. You're watching that tip.
Keep those lines tight, guys.
Yeah, you want to keep the line tight, so then check in with the bottom. We're not drifting very fast at all. So this is where science and experience comes in for the captain, right? He's like, okay, let's check out the way the current's going to push us. This is our first drift. See how it's going to push us, how to set up on the, see how it sets up on the ridge here. That's what we love about fishing this boat. They don't waste time here, right, James?
No.
Every time we go, like, they're non-stop. Let's try to find fish that are biting. This ain't enough. This ain't enough. So, put us in position.
Keep us in position. First drift. Well, first stop.
Drift? Yeah, stop.
First stop.
One whitefish?
Captain trying to get his bearings. Did we get some fish?
She got one whitefish.
One whitefish. That's great. You can run into a whitefish bite and then get into a rockfish bite. You're taking home a lot of good eating. I like to make with the whitefish a good ceviche. Well, I don't make it, but the family makes it. And ceviche, good eating with the whitefish, and of course the rockfish, always good in there. Do a little mixed bag, but you can get a whitefish bite and a good rockfish bite, I'll be happy. But I'm hunting lingcod, so until I get that link,
He's gonna work the jig, teach him how to watch the tip, how to fish it. That's the great thing about fishing this outer islands is some of these jigs might not be as efficient like an Anacapa or something, a 3/4 day boat, but since we're at the outer island, this is one of the prime spots to use these bigger jigs and have a better opportunity and a chance to catch a bigger trophy fish. So that's it, right? Put some time and make sure you commit to the jig, right? It's just not a couple times, it's just that's it, let's set it down. No, you got to fish it 10, 15, 20 casts, you know, put the time in, because one good lingcod on a jig can make the day. So commit to it.
it's my first time really even trying to commit to a jig for a long period of time. So usually set up with the dropper loop setup with squid and anchovy.
Yeah, he has it on standby. He has it on.
I do have it on standby just in case the boat breaks out. But I'm gonna fish this jig all day until I get my lingcod.
That's right. Determination.
Yep.
Stick with it. Stick with us. Burlinger's Fishing Show. Be right back. Let's go.
So as we say, Captain Sal doesn't wait around for the fish to bite. He goes to find us fish that want to eat. Cruising around the Channel Islands National Park, looking for some hot action. We're at the Coral Sea at a Santa Barbara Sea Landing. Fish are starting to bite now. Here we go.
Chucklehead. Chucklehead.
Yes.
These are one of Kevin's favorite animals right here. The blue bass.
Hold it up there, brother.
On the ahi jig.
So I got a blue bass there on the jig. How was that, James? A little different?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. You know, it just took on, felt the weight. I got it. 25, sir.
Hey James, how's it going?
It's going good. A little slow for me right now, but it's gonna pick up. We got a long day ahead of us. Got some blue bass, one Johnny bass. Belly hooked a few fish with my treble hook right here. My salt diamond jig. First time jig fishing for me, so just trying to get the hang of it, trying to understand the feel of it. We're real shallow, so it's a little bit different, you know, but I'll probably have more to say once I learn a little bit more.
When we did our seminar with the owner of the boat, Mr. Jason Diamond, he said when you use your teaser, cut off the tail and it kind of helps prevent it from getting tangled on a smaller jig. We got the acrylic head here. So we got our teaser on top, no bait with our mackerel.
Very sticky bottom.
Sticky bottoms, that means they will eat your jig. The ocean giveth and taketh away. So James, when you're fishing your jig, make sure when you're on the bottom you come up. That's all the way up to the top, right there. Drop it down, so there you go, buddy. Now make sure that tip's going a little bit closer to the surface more on the rod, and then go like that. All the way up. I'm gonna ask you to put some muscle, like boom, pull that jig up, and we're bringing it down. There you go. See, when I catch them on the jig, I had to straight wind them up. Not a bunch of pumping. Just lay the rod on the rail. See what we got here. Nice chuckle head on the jig. On the
Nice chuckle head.
little chuckle head.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Here we go. You can see that on the teaser.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot right there.
What you get?
Good eats. So we're gonna hang out, do some jig fishing, let Chad do some fishing. Looks like they're biting. Second stop, right? Like I told you, Captain, just trying to figure out the way the currents are moving and the wind velocity and all that cool stuff. And got to set up instantly on a bite. So it's on.
How many feet of water we in?
All right, guys.
About 60, 70 feet of water. Pretty shallow. Why people are coming up so quick. Going down really quick and hooking up pretty quick too. What do you got right there, Russell?
14.
Take me back to paradise, yeah. Where the breeze is so lovely and the water feels so nice. Oh, won't you take me back to paradise, yeah. Where the people are so airy and the vibes feel just right.
Preserving our resources and your access to them. We are the Coastal Conservation Association of California, and we're here to fight for your right to fish. We're also working to expand artificial reefs for habitat, continue the fish hatchery program, and try to expand into other species like California halibut. We are your fishing advocacy group, and we want you to join the fight to help us save the right to fish in California. Join the Coastal Conservation Association of California. That's ccacalifornia.org. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. We'll see you at the shows.
All right, let me tell you a quick story real quick. Buddy James there, the one fishing. We've been friends for about 28 years. The cool thing is, we actually met roughhousing. Football, right, James? 28 years ago?
Yeah, 28 years.
Okay.
28 years I've known this guy.
And there's two different stories. The one, he was laying on top of me, got me in a vicious headlock. And in desperation, instead of tapping out, I bit him. As hard as I could. And he let go. And that settled that right there. We're both the younger brother, so we're not allowed to put up with anything, you know, we get picked on, so I don't know what we're fighting over. But we've been friends ever since, man.
True story.
True story.
True story.
Yeah. That's what friends are for, right? Anyway. Glad he's out here with us, man.
The funny part about it is that he says there's two versions of the story, and he's the one who has two different versions. I agree with the one he just told. He'll tell the other one sometimes. That ain't true.
He was a fat kid. He was sitting on top of me. His nickname was Porky.
See?
And
Here's the other version.
Yep.
Here's the other version coming out.
I was a poor little kid.
That's the reverse roles, huh?
And anyway, we're buddies now, man. We're getting it ever since. It's my partner, man. Uh-oh. And we're jig fishing. He's jig fishing. Getting jiggy with it. On the Coral Sea. making sure everybody's catching fish.
Yeah.
They're spending more time fishing than they are worrying about anything else, right?
Right. Just gotta make sure, keep all you guys happy, keep all you guys fishing, catching fish constantly.
I'm happy.
Like,
I'm happy.
oh, definitely. Like Kevin was saying, I mean, we don't try to sit on a spot for too long unless they are biting. But right now, they're constantly biting for us. We got a good little pick going, getting some nice chuckleheads, blue bass, whitefish, all kinds of good stuff.
Decent quality too, man. Those are
Nice. Some good sack fillers.
Nice Johnny. Nice Johnny bass. Hold it up. All the rockfish.
Instant hookups, baby. Drop it down, pulling up 2 royals. Boom. Got a fish. 3 fish in 5 minutes, buddy.
Oh, nice one, Dad. Slaughtering them.
Dude.
What number are you, boss?
24.
24. Lucky number.
That's April.
April. It's July.
It's 8 catches.
So Chad has been
Yes,
taking
sir.
on the editing responsibility and some filming. And the sweet thing is that he works for fish. Will work for fishing.
What was that?
You will work for fishing, right?
Yes, I do work for fish. And it's just amazing, you know, trying light rig today. 20-pound test with the double hook, owner hooks on here, super sharp. And I feel every single fish, tap the line, and I build up every single fish every time I drop. So, been a great day.
Now, like about bringing Chad out now, he gets so excited on every fish. You know, seriously. Yeah, he fished for a while back in the day when he was, you know, in his younger days, I guess. And now that he's working with us, he gets to fish more. And he's just as excited, man, on every single fish as he was probably the first time he caught a fish. And that's what we like to see on Row Anglers, man. So
Great memories, bro.
That's it.
Great memories.
It tastes good too.
Yeah, exactly. When are you going to invite me over for all this ceviche and stuff? We need to meet in the middle, like somewhere in Ventura. We
could do that.
Park party.
Block party.
Because we're going to have lots of fish.
Lots of fish.
Lots of fish.
But yeah,
Let's
we
go.
loving it. We loving it.
Let's go.
Real Anglers is brought to you by Ormar Ahi USA, Channel Island Sport Fishing, Maui Gym Sunglasses, Cold Steel Knives, Kid Casters, and Spicetopia. Let's get back to the action. Real Anglers Fishing Show. Let's go.
Want to make the plastic on the sable jig head? The acrylic? That's a nice Johnny. So there's one on that one.
Not keeping on?
And 1/8 the mackerel. That's what's fun about fishing the shallow stuff. We're fishing like 60 feet. Okay. Get a chance to use these jigs and stuff to have fun. And again, you can tell by how shallow we're fishing. You don't see any of that barrel trauma where their eyes bulge out or the air bladder, the gases fill up, and they fight all the way to the surface. So those are some nice Johnnies right there. I'm gonna stack them up. So another name for them is the olive rockfish. This is part of your 10 fish limit out here. Those ain't bad. We're out here again on the Coral Sea. So you can see, they stack all your fish. They keep tabs, scoreboard.
We got rockfish on this side, and then whitefish and other miscellaneous fish on this side.
I got a chucklehead. There's a chuck. Nice.
So you guys father and son team or what?
Yeah, that's right.
You guys fish a lot together? Uh-oh.
Well, I try to get out. Guy's on the drop right there. Yeah, we get out when we can. Of course, Matthew, he'd want to get out more if we could.
Look at on the jig. Let me get a picture of father son double hookup. Look at this right here. Look it up. Let me get a shot of all of them right there, Mr. Rafi. Get the sun in there too. Go ahead, get in there with your boy.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
You feeling better?
Yes.
You catching fish?
Yes.
How many have you caught so far?
4.
4.
It's been a pretty good bite so far. We've only been at it for about 2 hours. Everybody's got fish, plastics, jigs, bait. You can see it's pretty fun, man. Wide open fishing. Very pleased with it. You guys, what do you guys think? Decent? Right. Decent.
Not so far.
Everybody's pretty cool out here too. We know everybody by now. We had a 3-hour boat ride to get to know everybody.
Justin Turner's down to earth.
Oh yeah, he's cool, man. And if Chad's catching him by the double, you know it must be wide open. So.
Ocean whitefish right here, guys.
Ocean white fishermen.
Number one, yeah? Yeah. Right on.
Got him? Everybody's on. All right. Everybody's on.
That's a nice 2-pound Johnny bass right there. Sorry, we're trying to tell you this little story while in the mix of all these fish pouring over the side of the rail, but staying with the jig, man. James is giving it his all. He's earned his, he's developed his swing at it from the beginning when he was just kind of, getting used to it. He got some technique now, and it's paid off. He's got about 7 fish already in his bag, all on jig.
So feel that bite. No problem.
He's given, we got one short ling so far.
One short.
They start biting around 1 o'clock is what they say, so
That's what I
pretty
heard.
close. Get back in the water, get jiggy with it out here. Good time, man. There's fish all over. Go ahead, Chad, show them. Look at these fish coming over. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look how blue it got. You know the ocean gets the blue tint from the blue bass? Did you know that?
That big blue. Man,
Look at that. Look at this. Look at. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me hold that one up for you guys, folks. Hold on. Look at the size of this thing. Wow. That right there doesn't get any better out here. Look at that thing. And these fish fight all the way to the surface. Think of it like a smallmouth bass.
Whitefish on 8.
Almost like a type of crazy cichlid, but look at it. Look at the size. That's longer than my whole arm. That's how you do it right there, brother. Good job. That big Johnny bass and this big blue. Oh, this man knows what he's doing, and I almost lost my rod. Let's go. So again, there it is. The assault jig on the 4 ounce. What's that? That's a 6 ounce?
6 ounce
Fish
jig.
in 50 feet of water
6.
between San Miguel and Santa Rosa Island.
Time to take a run. Caught enough rockfish in the shallows. Gonna go deeper for some lingcod. Everybody's having a great time. This is what fishing's all about.
We got pretty jiggy with it on the inside. Me and James dominating. He's still jig fishing. I'm actually trying a big poncho jig. We went up to about 300 feet, trying for some lingcod. Me and James are competing, battling it out. He's doing pretty good though, man. Very competitive. But since we were kids, I've been beating him at dominoes, crazy eights, Madden, game day 98. He couldn't stop my blitz. But he did win at pool and I think pinball. Uh-oh, hold on, already? Oh, snap. Anyway, we're out fishing a little deeper. We've got a bunch of those rockfish already. No lingcod are really biting. We got one short, so we came out here to the deeper water. But we're still fishing pretty much all artificial baits. Got a big plastic, James. What you using?
Same with the Diamond Assault jig.
Same with Diamond and Assault. So we're gonna give it a try. Trying to get that lingcod. Yeah! Very nice.
Yeah. Trying to target a couple lingcod here, guys.
Wow.
Nice lingcod. Yeah. Yeah, he's very small.
Outstanding.
What number are you, sir?
How do you feel about that?
That's awesome. Thank you.
So you can see in this little ice chest here, with the numbers stapled to their cheek, is what we're looking for. These are the lingcod. We've seen them on roe anglers plenty of times. Just as beautiful, just as fun to catch as the first time. Got a big one over here. Seen it come up. We're in the right area, so Captain knows what he's doing, obviously, right? Takes us to catch a bunch of rockfish first thing in the morning. Limits. Now we're gonna spend the next hour or two trying to catch these lingcod. Me and James had to switch over on our jigs. We got this. Had to go over to the deception jig, heaviest one I got. So the ocean will giveth and also take away. We lost about 5 heavy jigs in the process of jigging today, but that's part of it, right? So try the deception jig, fish at 300 feet, so we need more weight. Trying to catch one of those lingcod, and they're biting. So let's go. So I think we got one on that deception jig. I think we might have got one. Take a look, it's coming up. Takes a minute at 3 hundos. My neighbor here got one about 17 and a half, and one was about, what, 21? So I kind of poached a spot. We got one going behind me. Coming in, watch out.
There it is.
Watch your jig. Watch your deck, man. So, soon I got to the bottom, ate the deception jig, but we already could tell that that one's a season behind. So, down it goes for another day.
Keeper?
Yep. Thank you, Rob. You're welcome. Thank you, Rob. So, you can see, oh, there's another lingcod, but a nice big red. Out here. What a day it's been, man. On the deception jig, 6 ounce. He loved it. Felt nice. It was a beautiful fish, man. It's been a great day. Jig fished all day. Let's go. Jackpot winner. The biggest fish.
Oh, wow.
The lingcod.
Thanks, man. Carry your fish home at night.
Hold that up. All right, we'll let Chad pick. Hold on real quick. Got your nets. All right, so here we go.
Does he want Rafa to pick it for him?
You don't want Rafa to pick it for you?
Lucky
And the lucky number is... Dun, 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 dun. Number 2! Woo! Step up here. Come over here. Look into the camera and smile.
Thank you.
Give the guy that picked it a high five.
High five.
So finally, look what we got. A nice ring cod. Nice lingcod. On the deception jig. It's been a jiggy day all day. He ate it. Oh, hold on, buddy. Just threw up something on me. Nice, look at that. So all day today, I just fished one rod, jigs all day out here. And that's what we came out here for. It's a lingcod. Hope James gets his. Getting the Augie deception jig. Thank Promar Augie USA for sponsoring today's trip, along with Cousins Rods. Thank you all very much. What do we got? Anglerware. Thank you for your donations for this. Bloody Decks and Anglerettes. Thank you guys all very much for being a part of this trip today. Donated some swag. This is what we wanted all day. It was a nice lingcod out here. 6 ounce deception jig. One rod all day getting jiggy with it. It's been a great day out here. Pearl Sea out of Santa Barbara. Let's go.
Reel Anglers is brought to you by Promar Augie USA, Channel Island Sportfishing, Maui Gym Sunglasses, Cold Steel Knives, Kid Casters, and Spicetopia. Let's get back to the action. Reel Anglers Fishing Show. Let's go.